YouTube, what's going on, man? It's Father Dark, and we got some pretty good news today. Now, a while back, it was actually not that long ago, it was probably about a week ago, some people on Twitter had asked one of the developers for Marvel Rivals if they were going to be releasing any skins for Storm, and they actually said that that was a great idea and that they didn't mind doing that. Now, I don't know if they had already planned to release the skin for her or if this is something they just went ahead and cooked up recently in the last week. Either way, it's pretty good news for Storm players, and we'll get to the Storm skin in a moment. The other skin that was actually teased was the Loki skin, the presidential Loki. And this skin isn't just a random skin for a lot. I know a lot of people probably didn't watch the Loki show. I thought it was actually an amazing show, and I was really surprised that a lot of people actually missed out on it. And I believe that the company was called the TVA, I believe, the Time Company, the people that control time. Now, a lot of people probably do know about it from the Wolverine and Deadpool movie. But there was a whole backstory to that they took care of and explained in the Loki show, and that's what made it so interesting. And Loki had a whole like redemption arc and stuff like that. But in the first season, I believe, you can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong again. But in the first season, there was a part where they got sent to the place that they got sent to, and I forget exactly what it's called. But in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie, it's kind of the place like where they hit you with those little sticks and you turn into a bunch of orange cubes. You get sent there. And when they got sent, when Loki got sent there was a bunch of variants of Loki. There was like a kid Loki, like the original kind of like more comic book aesthetic looking Loki, and there was the presidential looking Loki. So that's actually a really cool like little nod that they have in there, cool little Easter egg from like the show and stuff like that. Nonetheless, though, that's going to be a really cool skin for Loki players. We already got a really good Loki skin with the Battle Pass this season, which I've actually been rocking that pretty hard. I really enjoyed that skin. So that's one. And then moving on, we have the Storm skin. Now, this skin is actually interesting because I saw a lot of people that were complaining. I think a lot of people are really waiting to get like that, old school classic Storm skin, the one from the comic books or like the animated TV series. I mean, I know she's had a lot of different variations of her skin in the comic books, but you know the one I'm talking about from like the original X-Men show, the pretty much like all white one with like the black lines and stuff like that. Nonetheless, though, a lot of people were talking about this on Twitter, and they were saying they really wanted that skin. And I think a lot of people think that this skin is just like a cosplay for Thor, which is actually not. Now, the thing is like if you look on my channel, I usually don't say like subscribe and all that kind of jazz, but I would recommend if you are interested in learning like the backstory to a lot of like these random skins. Now, some of these skins, like the latest Cloak and Dagger skin that we just got, that one is kind of like random, but a lot of the skins that get released in Marvel Rivals are actually from like an alternate timeline in Marvel Comics, or just a random kind of like one-shot story, or just something that happened at one point and then eventually things got reset, or they just went back to normal. Excuse me. Just drank some Red Bull. But nonetheless, though, if you are interested in learning about, different, like the lore and history and stuff behind like a lot of these random skins, like the one that we're talking about right now, I would recommend subscribing to the channel because I usually will post shorts and stuff like that. If you guys want me to start making longer, more in-depth videos and stuff, explaining a lot of these, because I really do have fun, like, sharing a lot of my, well, it used to be pointless comic book knowledge, but now it's actually relevant. So, I really do enjoy, telling the backstory to a lot of these skins and stuff. But nonetheless, I'll kind of summarize it. At one point in time, Storm was actually found to be worthy of becoming an Asgardian, and not just, because of any random reason, but the fact that, she really is, like worshipped as a goddess in Wakanda and a lot of other places around the world in regards to her ability to manipulate the weather. So that's something that's really interesting. So it's not just a random thing where they're just kind of going, hey, let's put Storm in a Thor cosplay. So I just kind of wanted to put that out there because like I said, there are a lot of people that seem to be kind of upset about that. And I'm actually going to probably be releasing a short probably either later tonight or tomorrow afternoon. So whenever you're seeing this video, it'll more than likely, unless you're just seeing it as soon as I release this video, but it'll more than likely be on the page if you want to check that out. And if not, just go ahead and subscribe, and that way you'll be able to see the notification as soon as that pops up. Like I said, I'm going to be continuing to do little like shorts explaining like the backstory, because even like with the presidential Loki skin, to a lot of people that might just kind of seem like a random kind of thing or whatever, but there was a whole entire story arc that Disney did with the Loki show, which had 2 seasons, and in my opinion was an amazing show. There were some kind of like slow moments in it from certain episodes, but overall the series was really, really good. And I was just really surprised that they did that, and then they just kind of like summed it up in Wolverine and Deadpool for a lot of people. So I'm sure a lot of people came into the Wolverine and Deadpool and were kind of like, what's the TVA? What's that about? And it's like they literally had 2 whole seasons where they explain that. But I get it. Not everybody wants to watch the Disney Plus shows. And that's kind of a thing with Disney where they've been just kind of like in between movies, putting whole entire stories in shows, kind of like with WandaVision. I know a lot of people are probably like, when did Wanda turn evil? And it's like, once again, we had a whole entire show that explained that. The same thing with the Marvel movies. I can't remember the girl's name, but the one girl, not Kamala Khan or Captain Marvel, but the other Marvel, the one that wears the white and blue suit. Nonetheless, that was all explained once again in WandaVision, how she got her powers and what her relevance is, all that kind of jazz. So, like I said, that's one thing. But there are a couple of other skins, too, that I did kind of just want to throw out there in regards to skins that we'll more than likely be getting before the new season. Now it hasn't been guaranteed or anything. I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. But just kind of with the way that they usually do, a lot of the skins that have been in the files that people have seen for a while now, kind of like the Venom skin, that we just got recently. I believe it was called Partial Imprint. Yeah, that skin was in the game files a few months back. Now, there's been other files that were found around the same exact time, and the first one is the Doctor Strange skin. It's like a zombie type of skin, and a lot of people were really interested in that skin, myself included. I actually thought it was pretty cool, unique skin and stuff. And then after that, we actually have another Cloak and Dagger skin. Now, this skin is one that people have really been waiting for and talking about, and I was really surprised that they released the other Cloak and Dagger skin first. So I don't really know what the deal was with that, but those skins should more than likely be coming. Quick edit in the video, I forgot to totally add the Moon Knight skin that looks like it's from the TV show. This is a skin that a lot of people have really been excited about and been waiting for and asking in the comments under every Twitter post. So yeah, this is definitely a skin that will more than likely be coming before the season ends. And last but not least, one of the skins that I do think will be coming more than likely is the Squirrel Girl Punk Rock skin. So, like I said, those are definitely some skins that you want to kind of be on the lookout for. But that's pretty much all for this video. There's not really anything else that they've dropped any on Twitter or anything like that thus far. But once they do, you already know, I'll go ahead and drop a video for you guys and let you know what you can be on the lookout for. But besides that, though, that's all I have. And I appreciate you guys for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.